Hello, hello. How are y'all? Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. I'm Dr. Megan Murph. I am the director of the Budd Center for American Music Studies. And we are so pumped because all day today we have been thinking about the local legend, John William Blind Boone. We've been at the Boone home. We've been at Second Baptist. We've been at the Boone County History and Culture Center. We've been everywhere. And now we're here tonight to hear a bunch of piano pieces and vocal pieces by Boone and others. Two awesome artists, Dr. Jolie Rocke, educator, vocalist, and Reginald Robinson, a MacArthur Fellow, pianist, and composer. So let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you so much. I'm going to start off with a brief excerpt from a 1902 composition by John William Boone called Gavotte Chromatic.
It is such a pleasure to be here this evening with you all and this weekend, and actually I'll be here for almost 2 weeks. And we are so happy to present the works of John William Boone, also known as Blind Boone, with you this evening. And we're going to begin with a hymn, one of his favorite hymns called Nearer, My God, to Thee.
To thee.
John Boone generally started his concerts with a hymn, like Nearer My God to Thee, or a spiritual. So we're going to sing I'm going to sing several spirituals for you tonight. We're going to begin with Great Day. Then I'm going to sing a spiritual medley that I arranged myself called the Freedom Medley. And then we're going to do a different version that's actually in the first and second book of Negro Spirituals by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson, called Nobody Knows the Trouble I See, but it's a little different melody than you're used to.
People free, God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Great day, the righteous marching. Great day, God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Great day, the righteous marching. Great day, God's gonna build up Zion's wall. Take my breastplate, sword in hand, God's gonna build up Zion's wall. March out boldly through the land, God's gonna build up Zion's wall. We want no cowards in our band, God's gonna build up Zion's wall. We only want valiant men, God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Great day, the righteous marching. Great day, God's gonna build up Zion's walls. Great day, the righteous marching. Great day, God's gonna build up Zion's walls.
The pattern that I'll be playing in my hand, in my lap, is from the time of enslavement, and it is called Juba. Steal away to freedom. Steal away home. I ain't got long to stay. I want to cross over into campground. My Lord, He calls me by the thunder. The trumpet sounds within my soul. Let my people go down
My home is over Jordan, deep river, Lord. I want to cross over into campground, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Stand still, Jordan, Jordan River, Jordan River is chilly and cold. It will chill my body. It will chill my body. It will chill my body, but not my soul. Run, Mary, run, run, Mary, run, oh, run, Mary, run. I know the other world is not like this. Green trees are bending, oh, sinners stands a trembling. The trumpet sounds within my soul. I want to cross over into campground, steal away, steal away, steal away to freedom, freedom. I ain't got long to stay here. Nobody knows the trouble I see, Lord. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows the trouble I see, Lord. Nobody knows but Jesus. Brothers, will you pray for me? Brothers, will you pray for me? Brothers, will you pray for me and help me to drive old Satan away? Nobody the trouble I see, Lord. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows the trouble I see, Lord. Nobody knows like Jesus. Mothers, will you pray for me? Mothers, will you pray for me? Mothers, will you pray for me and help me to drive old Satan away? Nobody knows the trouble I see, Lord. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows the trouble I see, Lord. Nobody knows like Jesus.
I'm gonna this is on. Can you hear me well? I'm gonna play one of Boone's ragtime pieces, and this is just a little excerpt of the piece. It's called Boone's Rag Medley Number 1.
Tonight we decided to take the pieces that Boone has written that most probably have not been sung in about 100 years or close to that. And we've decided to group them into different sections. The first two pieces that we're going to do that were composed by Boone are called Where Shall We Go When the Great Day Comes? And You Can't Go to Gloria. Both we grouped into songs of redemption. The first is very much written in the style of a spiritual, but he was a firm believer in Christ and went to church on Sunday and helped churches. As a matter of fact, it is said that he has put more roofs on houses of churches than anyone ever had. He probably spent thousands of dollars back in his day helping out churches. And so here is Where Shall We Go When the Great Day Comes?
Trumpets and the banging of the drums, how many poor sinners will be catching out late and find no latch for the golden gate. Oh, it's no use for to wait till tomorrow. The sun mustn't set on your sorrow. Sin's as sharp as a bamboo briar. Fetch the mourners up higher. When the nations of the earth is a-standing all around, who's a-gwan to be chosen for to wear the glory crown? Who's a-gwan for to stand stiff-kneed and bold and answer to the name of the calling of the roll? Oh, you better come now if you're coming. Oh, Satan is a-loose and a-bumming. The wheels of destruction is a-humming. Oh, come long, sinners, if you're coming. The song of salvation is a mighty sweet song, and the paradise wind blow far and blow strong, and Abraham's bosom hid soft and hid wide, and right there's the place where the sinner ought to hide. Oh, you meant to be a stopping and a looking. If you fool with old Satan, you'll get tooken. You'll hang on the ridge and get shooken. If you keep on a-stopping and a-looking. Is right now, and this year's the place. Let the sun of salvation shine square in your face. Fight the battles of the Lord, fight soon or fight late, and you'll use for to wait till tomorrow. The sun mustn't set on your sorrow. Since as sharp as a bamboo briar, ask the Lord for to fetch her up higher. Church, but you can't go to Gloria that away. He was all the time a thinking of some chicken house to search, but you can't go to Gloria that away. He sing them good religious hymns, and aloud he'd shout and pray. Then straight from the meeting to the neighbor's chicken coop, but you can't go to Gloria. Ready for Judgment Day, 'cause you gotta meet your fate. St. Peter's at the gate, and you can't go to Gloria that away. You ought to come to class when this brother's on the floor, but you can't go to Gloria that away. He will make them all happy that they tell him preach it more, but you can't go to Gloria that away. And when the meeting's over and it's watermelon time, this brother going to stop on the way. At the first melon patch, pick the best from the vine, but you can't go to Gloria that away. I tell you, my brother, you better stop sinning, make ready for Judgment Day, 'cause you gotta meet your fate. St. Peter's at the gate, and you can't go to Gloria that away. This brother am known as a local preacher too, but you can't go to Gloria that away. You must quit your worldly ways and stop your stealing too, 'cause you can't go to Gloria that away. And practice that you preach so loud, and from meeting go home and stay. And let your neighbor's melon patch and chicken coop alone, 'cause you can't go to Gloria that away. I tell you, my brother, you better stop sinning, make ready for Judgment Day. St. Peter's at the gate, St. Peter's at the gate, and you can't go to Gloria that away. The next two selections that we're going to do, I was a little bit reluctant, a little bit ambivalent, a little bit nervous to sing, because they are what we call Coon songs. How many of you have heard of Coon songs before? Okay, all right, more than I expected. Most people are not singing Coon songs today. They are songs that made fun of African American people. It took advantage of the body structure, it dehumanized, it disenfranchised, it made
African Americans look ignorant, and there are songs that people just stopped singing because of that. And so I decided that I would sing them because they're part of Boone's work, and he was African American, and he did write them. Other African Americans wrote Coon songs. I firmly believe that old adage, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. And so I have decided that I will only perform these selections in person. I will not record them, because we are planning on doing a recording of Boone's music, because I need to tell you the context in which they're being performed, and I don't want them used out of context. And so this is a historical context, helping you to understand that this is something that happened at a time at the turn of the century when this was popularized. It is no longer funny. They were sung to be funny. They are not funny, and they are not to just be taken and sung lightly for jest. But I want you to hear the words. I want you to understand the history of that day. They're called When I Meet That Coon Tonight and Dinah's Barbecue. Both of them are very violent, and they depict African Americans in a not so nice way, to say it lightly.
Someone has just now told me that they heard that new coon say that he was going down to my gal's house to steal my heart away. But if I find that he said so, right then I'd want to fight. I'll take a big club and a carving knife, and I'll meet that coon tonight. Oh, going to meet that coon tonight, because I feel just right. I'll take a big club and a carving knife and meet that coon tonight. I guess when we decide to quit, he'll take that morning train and wish that he had never seen my darling Mary Jane. I'll bash his tears, I'll tear his clothes, I'll make his head so light that he'll remember Mary Jane when I meet that coon tonight. Oh, going to meet that coon tonight, because I feel just right. I'll take a big club and a carving knife and meet that coon tonight. They say he's quite a sporting coon. At cards they call him great. But when we meet, I'll make him think he's played one card too late. He's got my gal in love with him, and she does not treat me right. I'll make him fly with a big black eye when I meet that coon tonight. Oh, want to meet that coon tonight, because I feel just right. I'll take a big club and a carving knife and meet that coon tonight. Oh yes, wanna meet that coon tonight, because I feel just right. I'll take a big club and a carving knife and meet that coon tonight. something good to tell you boys. I know you'll say I'm right. There's going to be a barbecue at Dinah's house tonight, and she wants us all to be sure and come and bring our best gals too. For this cool all the way from Georgia coming to Dinah's barbecue. And right, dear boys, we must all be found to celebrate this night, but try and keep our tempers down, or else there'll be a fight. For they've done given notice that there's gonna be a ball, a possum supper too, with a roasted lamb and a big old ham at Dinah's barbecue. Night came on and we all went down, a feeling mighty gay. Our supper was so good, the music so sweet, we danced till almost day. And we might have danced until broad daylight, but trouble began to brew on account of them Georgia Coons with our gals at Dinah's barbecue. And Dinah saw what the trouble was about and tried to keep it down, but our boy said them Georgia Coons would have to leave the town. For they've done given notice that there's gonna be a ball, a possum supper too, with a roasted lamb and a big old ham at Dinah's barbecue. Soon the music stopped and the light went out and the raisins began to fly. A big coon stood up with one in each hand, says, I'll have this gal or die. So you boys look out, for I am a-coming, make room for me and Sue. Then he made one rush and that was the end of Dinah's barbecue. He left our boys a-looking after them, but what else could they do? The Georgia swell had gone with the bell of Dinah's barbecue. For they've done given notice that there's gonna be a ball, a possum supper too, with a roasted lamb and a big old ham at Dinah's barbecue. Thank you. In addition to coon songs, they also had plantation songs. Again, the covers of the sheet music were not becoming at all. But the songs actually are kind of cute. These next two songs are about watermelons, which I like watermelons. And I actually like the two songs, Georgia Watermelon and Melons Cool and Green. I think you're going to want some watermelon after you leave tonight. There's a many kind of melon, but there's one I love the best. It's from Georgia, where you get some always better than the rest. There you get some nice and juicy sea, red clear up into the Rhine, but sweet and solid, plump and plunky. Bless my soul, but they am fine. They am better than the possum gravy, better than the possum too. Watermelon, watermelon, you don't know how I love you. Then away with Colin Melon, soft like taters in a row, raised like yellow Jersey pumpkins, where the skeeters watch 'em grow. The mustard greens and sugar sweet, they say am mighty fine, but give me that good old Geo'gia melon, raised among the peanut vines. They am better than the possum gravy, better than the possum too. Watermelon, watermelon, you don't know how I love you. But for me there's but one melon, and in Georgia that one grows. She's a stripe from top to bottom, like a dandy darkie's clothes, ever sweet and ever juicy. Watermelon, don't love you. When I'm done and gone to glory, for I leave this earth below, I'll steal one vine from Georgia, where the boss melons grow. When my wings am spread and ready, and this darky
Melons, Cool and Green.
Oh, the Geo'gia watermelon, it's a growing cool and green, and I'll soon be pulling heavy on the stem. And the knife, it needs a wetting, and the blade is getting keen. Oh, the Geo'gia watermelon is a gem. Oh, melons cool and green, just the best you've ever seen. See the sweet juice a-dripping from the melons cool and green. Oh, melons cool and green, don't want any fence between, but I'd outclimb all creation for the melons cool and green. Oh, the Geo'gia watermelon with courteous sort of stripes, it ain't a streak of fat nor a streak of lean. You thump her with your fingers and you hear her answer right. Oh, the Geo'gia watermelon cool and green. Oh, melons cool and green, just the best you've ever seen. See the sweet juice a-dripping from the melons cool and green. Oh, melons cool and green, don't want any fence between, but I'd outclimb all creation for the melons cool and green. When you pull a Geo'gia melon, you must know what you are at, and look out how your knife is a-going in. Put one half on this side of you, the other half on that, and then you get between them and begin. Oh, melons cool and green, just the best you've ever seen. See the sweet juice a-dripping from the melons cool and green. Oh, melons cool and green, don't want any fence between, for I'd outclimb all creation for the melons cool and green. They're mighty, mighty filling with their flaming hearts of red, like reddest, reddest of roses in the south. When the cotton's down to nothing, takes the place of meat and bread, make you think a hive of honey's in your mouth. Oh, melons cool and green, don't want any in between. See the sweet juice a-dripping from the melons cool and green. Oh, melons cool and green, don't want any fence between, but I'd outclimb all creation for the melons cool and green.
I'm going to play an original piece. I am a composer and a pianist, of different styles. I write in different styles, tangos and blues, and I'm going to play a blues number for you that I wrote in 1997, and I call it, thank you, I call it Mr. Murphy's Blues. It was written in honor of my uncle named Lorenzo Murphy, who was an amateur pianist at the beginning of the last century.
a song called Cleo, but she wrote the text when he was 15 years old in 1879. Then he composed the music in 1886. Well, in 1889, he married his wife. And the story that he's telling really tells the story of he and his wife. They met as children. She was the younger sister of his manager, John Lang. And when she was a child and Boone would come to the farm where his parents, where Lang's parents lived, Eugenia would spend time with Boone, extra time with him. She would take him places because he was blind. She would read to him. And later on, they ended up getting married. This is called Cleo.
Days
There are also some comedic songs comedy that Boone wrote. One of them was called That Little German Band, and it's quite cute. He wrote it in 1894.
Street close by in a building high, a cozy place I'd rent. 'Tis a snug retreat, it is furnished neat, and I should be content. But near at hand, a German band has lately hired a room, and all I hear is fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. Wow, 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 rat-a-tat-tat-zoom. Fa-la-room, fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. The piccolo squeaks, the cornet shrieks, the bass drum falls in line, and then the flute with a root toot toot, they've got the tune down fine. The trombones blare, the rattling snare, the cymbals then resume, and all join in on fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. Wah, 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 rat-a-tat-tat-zoom. Fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. In my brain, I hum it day and day, and put it mild to set me wild whene'er that tune they play. 'Tis all I know, they pound and blow, it floats up to my room, that everlasting fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. Wah, 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 rat-a-tat-tat-zoom. Fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. And high or low, where'er I go, 'tis whistled in my ear. I have tried my best, I cannot rest, my head is feeling queer. I really think I'll take to drink, 'twill drive me to my tomb. My dead much will be fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom. Wow, 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 rat-a-tat-tat-zoom. Fa-la-room, pilly-willy, wink-boom.
I'm going to play another original piece of mine. This is a difference from the one that I just played earlier, a piece that I played original. This is a tango, and I wrote this one in 1995, and I call it Sweet Envy.
Our final selection of the night was written by Boone in 1899. The name of it is That Morning in the Sky, and it's from that Redemption set where he is trying to warn you that you better get your life together if you want to go to heaven. Well, Boone in 1899, which is right around the height of lynchings and Jim Crow, writes in the 5th verse, and they's going to find out before they're through that morning in the sky, not only black men steal, but white man too. Now that, saying something like that in 1899 could get you killed. He actually wrote it down in his sheet music and sold it. And he lived until he had a heart attack in 1927. He was a brave man. That morning in the sky.
Wondering what they's going to do that morning in the sky when they draw up them records on me and you that morning in the sky. They's gonna call us all up one by one and tell us all what we have done. There'll be no use for to try to run that morning in the sky. So I tell you, my children, you had better be ready for when we come to die. When they summon us up, we can stand right steady that morning in the sky. And the chicken stealer, he's got to stay that morning in the sky and hear his part case he can't get way that morning in the sky. And then the gambler would plays all night and roll them bones till broad daylight. They got him down in black and white that morning in the sky. So I tell you, my children, you had better be ready for when we come to die. When they summon us up, we can stand right steady that morning in the sky. It'll be a surprise for the human race that morning in the sky when they call up the deacon and the elder's case that morning in the sky. And I'll tell you, brethren, if you ain't true, your religion down here, up there won't do. There'll be heaps of them that won't get through that morning in the sky. So I tell you, my children, you had better be ready for when we come to die. When they summon us up, we can stand right steady that morning in the sky. And the dude won't stand no show up there that morning in the sky. It'll do no use for to comb his hair that morning in the sky. They's gonna tell about the watch and chain he took and the full dress suit that made him look. They got it down in that big book that morning in the sky. So I tell you, my children, you had better be ready for when we come to die. When they summon us up, we can stand right steady that morning in the sky. And they's gonna find out before they true that morning in the sky. Not only black men steal, but white men too that morning in the sky. They're gonna read all cases without any flaws, and nothing will be left out there because there's an extra book for the mother